Hi, Jeff Olson, founder and CEO of Nerium International. I assume because you're watching this video that a brand partner has shared with you the great things that are going on at Nerium International, and we have a lot of great information you can study with them about the company, their products, the marketplace we're in. There's everything you need to know we have produced for you to study and to really get good insights to this company. But I want to share with you why I think not only are we a great company, but more importantly, we're going to be even a greater company. First of all, we're a young company, and we're a young company that was just launched just a few short years ago, and we were launched what I call organically. What I mean by that, it wasn't with a lot of hype and perception, and I think a lot of times some mistakes that happen in traditional business is things are launched on perception. Reality never catch up to perception, and there's a lot of pain in that. We didn't do that. We launched it organically. On top of that, we launched it with intentionality. Now, what do I mean by that? We want to really be in a multi-billion-dollar company. There hasn't been one in this industry for some time now, and I really do study the companies that make it and the ones that don't. It's just important to know what not to do is to know what to do, and we really think we have the formula for being a significant international multi-billion-dollar direct sales company. On top of that, this is a company that was launched to make a difference in people's lives, not only in your personal life, but allow you the opportunity to make a difference in a lot of other people's lives. And so we launched a company, like I said, with intentionality, organically, and just our first year, we broke every record. This is a 150-year-old industry. And think about it, we come along, and in our first year, we do the amount of sales that's never been done in this industry. We go over $100 million. No company's ever done that. We get into the top 100 DSN list of the direct sales companies. Nobody's ever done that. We got the Bravo Award after 1 year old. Nobody's ever done that. And so it's pretty neat for those kind of things to have happened to a company that was built on a core value of go slow to go fast. We have these 10 core values, and one is go slow to go fast. What I'm trying to say is it was built with true, real business and was built on customer acquisition. Now, when you study the companies that are around us, most of those companies around us in the direct sales news, the top 100, the average company was about 15 to 20 years old that was around us in those ratings. If you look at those companies, most of them were in 10, 15, some 20 plus countries, and every one of those companies had a product line that evolved over the last decade. We did that with one product in one country in our first year. So you think about that, you can realize the magnitude of what we can do going forward as we expand, the length of the company, going our second or third year, as we expand our footprint, going from 300 million people to 500 million people to 1 billion people to 2 billion people, which is going to be very easy for us to do. And as we expand our product line, which we now are into our third product, and we have some great products, and I'll talk about that later on, coming for you. So all we have to do is really execute on that. So what happened here? Why are we a company that's broken all the records, but more importantly, as good as things are right now, it's insignificant compared to what we're going to do going forward. First of all, we're in a world-class space. See, the space of beauty is an amazing space. The top 10 direct sales companies out there, 9 of them occupy the space of beauty. That's called a clue, okay? When you look at the anti-aging industry, it's been reported now it's going to grow to over $1 trillion in just the next 10 years. It's going to grow 5-fold in the next 10 years, so it's a great space. When you think about anti-aging or beauty at retail, walk into any department store, what's the first thing you see? This is evergreen. It'll be the rest of your life. The first thing you'll ever see is beauty. You won't see diets, you won't see juices, you don't see vitamins, you won't see coffees. I'm not putting those down. Those are real spaces, but the first space you always see is anti-aging and beauty. It's just a very relevant space to be in. So we're in a very big space that's growing very, very rapidly, and it's proven a lot of consumers looking for products. And actually, there's a lot of products out there. You talk to most people, they have a drawer full of half-used products of broken promises. They've tried this product, it didn't work. They've tried that product, didn't work. They've tried this product, didn't work. And so what we've done is gone to a very, very rich space where people are looking for a solution. We walked in with products that are proven clinically, with real clinical trials, and have proven to work, and now have been backed up by pictures and everybody's experience with our products. And so we walked into space with products that had never been done before. We had differentiation. They had clinicals behind them. We launched those products, and we broke all records. Now, what we did with our first product, Nerium AD, wasn't just the biggest one-product launch in direct sales. It's the biggest one-product launch in the skincare space. So that's an amazing statement to say. And then we came with our second version of that, our day cream, and it exploded again. Then we just came out with our Nerium Firm product, which is for cellulite and texturing, and it exploded again. And we came out with our Optimira version of it for Canada, which is our international version for our day and night cream, and it exploded. So what that tells you is going forward, we're just going to have the same formula. We're a company that really relies on proven clinical products coming out of major institutions of research. And so World-class space with world-class products. Now what that has allowed us to do, and this is very, very important, it's allowed us to build a customer acquisition model. Anybody in this industry knows how important that is. The vast majority of our volume, our sales, is done through customers, not through people who are in the comp plan. And that is one of the most important things to look for in a direct sales company. That means, can the product stand on its own without a business opportunity attached to it? Sad thing is, in many companies, the only reason people are buying the product, and many times it's overpriced, undervalued, is because it's attached to a comp plan. We don't do that here. The vast majority of our sales is being done to people who are not distributors, who have not signed an application, who have not signed a policy procedure, who are not paying us a fee. They're people using the products repeatedly because they like the products. That's a true customer acquisition retention model. That's really the number one thing you need to have a value to really build a solid foundation of a company. Quite honestly, you'll never have saturation in that. A lot of times in the direct sales industry, people say, well, the company's been around, the opportunity's over because I've heard about it so much. Well, let me give an example. L'Oreal is a $23 billion beauty company. Now, L'Oreal, sitting in Paris, $23 billion, do you think they ever worry about saturation? No, they're just looking for other products to come out to a proven customer base that believes in them, and they buy those products. Now, if L'Oreal is a direct sales company, you'd call it saturated because everybody's heard about it. See, the thing to really build a billion-dollar big company is you have to build it on a customer acquisition model who now has faith in you and belief in what you're doing. Then when you bring products to it, it just explodes out to a bigger customer base. When we came out with our third product, it was amazing how many customers, not distributors, converted to that product. So this is a very important part of what we've done here in our business models. We've really built a customer acquisition model where the vast majority of our sales are being made to people who are not inside of our comp plan. And quite honestly, that is the thing you really got to look for. Most companies in the direct sales industry, a person would not buy that product if it was not attached to the economic model of the compensation plan. So number one, a world-class space. Number two, we have a world-class products that came in there, allowed us to build a customer acquisition model. Number three, we've built a world-class business model around it. How do we do that? Starts with world-class management. I'll take our management team, put them up against any 20-year-old company in the direct sales industry, actually put them against 10-year-old companies in any traditional business. This is a world-class team that in their space of all, it's not their first rodeo, you should say. They've been very successful in that space, whether it's in finances or operations or IT or marketing, or all the different spaces that make up this company. Our management team has 10 to 20 years experience, very successful experience, and every one of them, which I'm very proud of, has integrity, has character, has principles, have values. You would let them babysit your kids, okay? So they're really good people. Now, what do? They have a long-term vision, and they have a long-term desire for this company. And what that allows them to do is they've built great systems and models for the brand partners to operate in. If you look at our back office, you look at our systems, they're world-class. Matter of fact, most people look at our company when we're just 1 year old, thought we were a 10-year-old company, because we have a company that really is 10-year-olds from a management perspective. And so you'll see our systems, you'll see our back offices, you'll see our branding, you'll see our tools, you'll see our training, you'll see our communications, all the thing that we give to support your business. It's just all world class. Now, with that, it allowed us to build a world class business model. What do I mean by that? We do not here at Nerium International play the comp plan games. We do not try and get people to buy inventory they're not going to use. You'll never see our products in people's garages, in their cupboards, in their closets. It goes through to the end user. And this is a big part of our business model. Matter of fact, we are the anti-company for asking people to load up on inventory. We don't do that. Matter of fact, we're the reverse of that. The only thing you have to do to really get our entire comp plan is buy one bottle from us a month, an $80 bottle, okay? A month of a product that if it was in retail would easily sell for $200 or $300. You see, that's a really neat thing to have a product that's underpriced where it'd be at retail. Matter of fact, at retail, you couldn't walk into a department store and find a product for $200. It remotely does what our product does, and I mean that, okay? We have proven that over and over through the years, through millions of bottles being shipped. Now, with that said, that just gives you a great value when you're out there talking to people. All they have to do is buy one bottle and they get their entire comp plan, a very, very luxury comp plan. It's a very, very rich comp plan. You get the entire comp plan, but if you just bring us 3 customers, you get it all for free because if you bring us 3 customers, we don't charge you for that bottle. We give it to you for free and you get the entire comp plan. On top of that, we have a thing called Nerium Gives Back where we restock your inventory for free. No company does that. I won't go into it in detail. The brand partner can share that with you, but our business model is just a very friendly business model. Our goal here is not to get your money. Our goal here is to help you build a customer base and build a big recurring revenue base with our products. And so an amazing business model. On top of that, What I really think has made this company is we have an amazing model, a rhythm. We call it a rhythm here, our system. What I mean by that, if you go anywhere in the United States in our first couple of years, and we took our time before we went international, and we really focused on this part, getting our company together, our management team together, our systems together, but our rhythm. What is our rhythm? It's the way we do business. If you go to any market in the United States, what you'll see is they're sharing their product the same way, the opportunity the same way, they're training the same way, they're communicating the same way. It's called our rhythm. See, in most companies in direct sales, because there's not great leadership from either the ownership or the top field, there's a void. And when there's a void, the field will fill the void, and then you got you just have different tribes, you say, competing with each other. Now it's very difficult. You're sitting in Southern California, you want to build in New England, and they're doing it different. It's like two different religions. Well, we've got one rhythm. You go anywhere, border to border, coast to coast, United States, and now Canada, it's the exact same rhythm. Our goal is to take that rhythm all around the world. I want it to be when you're in any country, where you might not understand a word they're saying, but you know exactly what they're saying because they're doing the exact same thing that we do here. That's never been done. No company ever has had one rhythm in the United States as solid as we've done, and now Canada as solid as we've done. And that just tells you we're gonna be able to do it as we go international, and our whole company is committed to that. See, I want it to be that you might not be able to go to another country across the ocean, okay? But you can go there because the rhythm will take you there. You might not physically be there, but the rhythm will take you there. See, if a company fractures with different tribes in the United States, and it fractures even more as it goes international, you really don't have access to that footprint. As we go from 300 million to 330 to Canada, and go to 500 million to a billion, I want you to have access that footprint by operating your business here, knowing that you can build over there because it's the same exact model. For new people, that might not mean anything to you. For people in the direct sales industry, this means a lot to you. It gives you access to a huge footprint. So we're in a real class space, real class products that allow us to build a customer acquisition model. We've got a great business model that's about being fair to people, not about getting people to buy inventory they don't use. We have a great management team around it with great systems and everything, that we have a rhythm that allows you to go global. But the thing that really separates this company, and especially for a company that's not even 3 years old, is that we have what I call a real class culture. And this is not by accident, this is by design. We really want to attract quality people. See, I think there's a lot of people out there, good people in the direct sales industry, who are kind of tired of being tired and being misled. There's a lot of people out there looking at the direct sales industry who are kind of tired of what they see in the direct sales industry. I'm not putting down the direct sales industry. I'm just being honest, okay? There's some things that have been done not the way they should have been done. But the concept of the model makes sense. If a product needs to be felt, touched, experienced, explored, handled, demonstrated, or pushed into the marketplace, this is a great business model. It's a great way to give demonstration to a product. It's a great way to build a culture around a product. And so what we've done is we've really set out not only to have a great business model, but to build a culture around that business model that attracts great people. See, culture is like the DNA of a company. The DNA of a company, or the culture, it will attract the people you want, but just as importantly, it will repel the people you don't want. And we're attracting amazing people. You talk to anybody, it comes to any of our events, and they'll tell you they've never seen this quality of people ever in a direct sales company. And again, that's not by accident. We launched this company on the word real. There will be real science, or real results, and real opportunity with real people in real life. That would put a bullseye on us. In the social media world, if you're not real, they're going to point it out. We have stood up to it, and even beyond the word real. Then we brought our top 100 brand partners in when we were just 10 months old, took them to Mexico, and we spent 4 days with them. We talked about 3 words: loving, caring, and sharing. We're going to build this real company in a loving, caring, sharing way. That starts to build your culture. And then we brought in happiness, and we had 5 big events, thousands of people. We're at the event for 3 to 4 hours. All we did is we studied happiness, because what we've learned, that happiness is truly the precursor to success. It's been proven through academia and research and clinicals and brain scans, the best universities out there, that when you become happy, you become successful. People have it backwards. They think I have my finances or my relationships or my health or my Nerium business or whatever you're doing, I'll be happy. It's reverse, people. When you become happy, you will have those things. And when we have found that it's easy to become happy, and anybody can do it in about 30 days, and what we've done is we've launched the biggest happiness movement in the entire world. I mean, literally, Nerium International is a company driving the happiness movement. I spoke to the United Nations on global happiness. We have launched the only magazine on the newsstand about happy, called Live Happy. We have a Live Happy apparel line. What this has done is it builds a culture for us. We're building a culture of being a good person, not only becoming a better version of ourselves, but helping other people become a better version of themselves. Because one thing you learn about happiness is when you give, that's when you are the happiness, and that's when you receive the most. We've hooked up with Big Brothers Big Sisters. We're one of the biggest donators, not only just money to Big Brothers Big Sisters, but of bigs, of people sharing their life in Big Brothers Big Sisters. We've hooked up with Success Magazine and Success for Teens using the Slide Edge book, which is my book. With that, and over millions of books have been given to classrooms and schools and students all around America to have a great philosophy for living their life. I could go on of the things we do. We just really believe in building a better version of ourselves, building culture. And so when you come to our company, you come to any of our events, I always tell people just stand back and look at the quality of the people. Most of these people have no network marketing background, and that's amazing. I mean, here's a company that's broken the records for the first year, the second year, and on the way to do it on our third year. We're not even 3 years old. It's amazing where we're at. And we've built this mainly with people who have no direct marketing experience. And we've built it with people who really have family values and orientation. And so it's really creating a culture of people where you really feel comfortable. When you come here, you feel like you're part of a neat team. See, I really believe that people want to be part of something that's bigger than themselves, want to be part of something that matters, want to be part of something that makes a difference. I think we all don't want to, at the end of our life, to look back and don't feel like we mattered. And so here at Nerium International, you get to be part of a company that just has a long-term perspective. I mean, all we have to do is execute. We're in a world-class space. We've already showed up with world-class products. We have even better products coming. It's amazing things we're working on. We've put together a world-class customer acquisition model around it because we have products of value that would stand up on their own without a business opportunity attached to it. We have built an amazing management team, just an outstanding management team that is driven by principles and values and character. They have brought in world-class systems and branding and training and communications to give you everything you need to build, but we've done it within a rhythm, allow you to go global from wherever you sit in the United States or Canada or soon any other country around the world as we spread our footprint. And around that, we put this world-class culture around it, just attracting beautiful people that make a difference. We're really a company of people who are givers. I like to say I divide the world in givers and takers. We like givers. Givers are people who have an abundance mentality. They think there's enough for everybody. They're not here to win at your expense. Takers, which all too often in the direct sales industry, there's a lot of takers. What that means is that they live a scarcity mentality. If I don't win, when I win, you get to lose, or if you win, I lose. And that's not the way we are here at Nerium International. We have a word here that we complete each other. We don't compete with each other. We're a company of really people who see themselves as givers. We're a company of people who want to become a better version of themselves and process help people become another better version of themselves. And we really probably, in my opinion, the best company at personal development. That's really where I come from. I built a TV network on personal development many years ago, produced over 900 shows around being a better version of yourselves, whether it's your finances, your health, your relationships, your careers. I really believe in that. Here we are with Live Happy Magazine, Big Brothers Big Sisters, Success for Teens, all the different things we do, the culture we're creating. It's a real classic group of people. Here's what I've always want to believe. If somebody gets involved in our business, we're going to give them everything they need to be successful. We're going to give them the great space, the great products, the great management team, the great systems, the great rhythm, the great tools, the events, the support, and all that stuff, okay? But it's different for everybody when they come to the starting line. I want to know from my heart, if they're with us for a year and they're involved in our business, and they didn't really make any money, okay? They really won't lose money because we don't play the comp plan loading inventory up on them, so we're not going to hurt them that way. But I want to know a year into it, that was the best decision they ever made. The journey was worth it because the person they became, the people they got to know, and the people they were able to help along the way. I believe we can do that. That right there determines whether we're a great company. We know we're in a real-class space. We've got real-class products, even better ones coming, real-class management team, real-class systems, real-class culture. But if we can do that, we can become an amazing, great company that can make a difference in so many people's lives. So I welcome you to join us here at Nerium International. We're an amazing group of people. We have a big vision. We believe this is the long-term company. This is something we're just doing. We call it the last run club or the next run. This is what we're doing for the rest of our life, and we're looking for people who really want to make a difference, not only themselves, but in other people's lives. So thank you for taking a look at the company, and I hope to see you down the road. Have a great day. Bye-bye.